Hi, this is your astrologer Kira, and let's do our weekly forecast for the week commencing on the 28th of March and lasting until the 4th of June. Yay! We entered the half of this year, and this year just ran like this. And we are approaching to our new eclipse season. This will be very interesting to watch what will happen. Some very unpleasant things will happen and some very decisive things will happen, but let's leave that for another month. For now, you should know that you are free to comment, share, subscribe, and so on and so on. And you should know that I'm doing tropical or Western type of astrology analysis, although I'm referring to some moments from Vedic or sidereal astrology and talking about Vedic astrology. Mars is going through the Shravana nakshatra and making a square with Uranus, who is in Ashwini nakshatra or Ashwinya, the horse, the female horse, and this Mars is in nakshatra, which is portrayed by the sign of ear or listening. You should be very careful because in the same sign, a sign where the Mars is placed, there is south node of the moon K2 transiting also right now, and as one Vedic astrologer said, this is the rotten meat. Something not so good is happening, and some energies of deep psychological fears are opening for us right now. And if you are facing something rotten, please clean that out of your head, out of your apartment, your environment, and so on. Now you are able to see what is wrong, and now you are able to correct this thing. But having in mind that this Uranus is making square toward this Mars in Ashwini nakshatra, this is very stubborn nakshatra. But on the other side, and square aspect means that they are not positively placed, and on the other side, this could mean some breakthroughs regarding medical fields or engineering, so you could use this aspect in a positive way. It won't be easy, but it could work out. And on the negative, from the negative point of view, you should be very aware because someone could try to tell you that you should do that and that in the crowd of people with the same ideas, but this won't be so good for you. So use your brain separately, don't think collectively, and calculate what will be good for your future and what will not. I complicated, I know, I'm a woman, and today I have to accelerate my brain. My brain is too slow right now. This Mercury in the sign of Taurus, and I'm slow and meticulous, and I can see, but I cannot speak about it. And as far as Mercury goes, Mercury will enter into the sign of Gemini by the Wednesday of this week. I think it will be 30th of May, and it will come very close to Sun. When Mercury, they will have superior conjunction in the coming days. Superior conjunction means conjunction between two planets. Two planets are together, or celestial bodies, but both of them are direct in motion. When Mercury is retrograde and together with the Sun, this is my brain. Inferior conjunction. So this is superior conjunction. It doesn't mean that anything superior can happen when the Mercury is very close in the heart of the Sun in Kanzimi aspect. But when Mercury is close but not so close, some great ideas could suddenly appear in front of you, and you will be ready to take those ideas to the new level. This Sun and this Mercury in the sign of Gemini are sign of great entrepreneur, and this person will do anything and everything to make the money. This is operative mind, this is street style, this is something fast and furious and good going on when it comes to ideas. And this aspect speaks about marketing skills. So now, if you want to start your own business, this would mean that you should market your services or your skills, and then you will say, "This product is the best. Look, this characteristic and this characteristic and this. You have to have it. You have to have it. You have to have my services. My company is the best in this world." That's it, and people will be amazed. And if you have to write something to present yourself through writing or through speaking, this is very good aspect starting from the Wednesday of this week, so use it. And six houses from the Sun and Mercury is Jupiter, so you will work hard, but this work will be good and do you good and bring you good. And I will tell you about the second aspect, because in the sign after Gemini, in the sign of Cancer, there is this Venus, and this Venus can bring profits to this Sun in Gemini in a very nice manner. Why? Because this Venus is still in the strong watery trine with the sign of Neptune from Pisces and the sign of Scorpio, and the planet Jupiter in Scorpio. And Moon will be in this sign for day and a half on Monday and half of Tuesday of this week. And this is, as I told you in the last video, this is the sign of great artistic inspiration. Heartbreaking song is written right now, something wonderful. Someone is baking artistic cakes and doing decorations and accessorize. Someone is creating beautiful jewelry. Someone is creating dreamy dresses and makeup for women. All those decorative, nice, lovely things. Someone is painting very passionately something very wonderful about the underwater world or the heavenly world or something like that. This is great for entertaining industry, for acting, and for any type of shining in front of other people, but shining through some sort of the magic transformation, deeper meaning, and some very beautiful aspect. But at the same time, this Venus is still making the opposition with the planet Saturn. Saturn is extremely strong in the sign of Capricorn. This is his own house. And this Venus, she feels lonely, unloved, isolated, but most of all, this Venus can feel poverty. She feels that she deserves better, but she cannot have better, or she cannot provide for herself and her family better life because of the money issues, and she currently doesn't have any proper solution how to resolve this problem. But at the same time, behind her head there is this Sun and this Mercury, and she now starts to make any kind of deal to market her skills herself, and so on and so on. And she will feel lonely, she will feel isolated, but she will do the job, and she will through the job make the money, not through the marriage, not through the man. And she could have some problems with the bankers and investors, but she will turn to some other businesses, and then she will make the money. So I'm applying for the loan in some bank, and this bank won't give me the money, and I'm going home and crying, and then I remember, I can bake some cookies and sell it on the street, and 3 months later I have the money and I don't have the loan and I'm one happy woman. Think about in the business terms and use those aspects right now in the sky, because by the middle of the month of June everything will turn upside down and I will say no, nothing new, nothing new. Now is the time to start something new as some sort of the business, and this is excellent aspect for the family type of business when we are doing something together, uh, uh, especially in our kitchen, but anywhere in the apartment is good. So think about it and use it. And on the Tuesday of 29th of May, we have full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. I think Sun will be on the ninth degree of the sign of Gemini. So please, if you are into astrology, when in chart, when you can read 8 degrees and 33 minutes, for instance, this means that this celestial body is not on the 8th degree, it means that it's on its ninth degree. So when you were born and until your age of 1, you were not in your 0 year of existence, you were in your first year of existence. Please take care, this tiny detail, but many mathematical and astrological mistakes are happening, and I'm watching that for the last 15 years going on, because people are not used to read degrees as they should be. So the sun will be on the ninth degree, if I'm correct, of Gemini, and the moon will be on the ninth degree of Sagittarius. This is great. Why? Because this moon will make the sextile with the planet Mars, and this sun will be very close with Mercury, and this sun will make a sextile with the north node of the moon, Rahu, placed in Leo right now. And this is something, and this sun will be in trine with Mars. So we have Mars, we have Sun and Mercury here, and we have Moon here. Sun and Moon are in opposition, but Mars and Rahu are giving very good aspects to those two luminaries. And this means when Moon is in sextile with Mars, this means yes, I am sensitive, yes, my feelings are like this and like this. But I know what it takes to get me to my goal, and I will reach my goal, and my soul is completely turned toward my goal, and I will do whatever it takes. When Mars and the Moon are not in such good position, this means I know I have to clean this room, but no. This is, I know I have to clean this room. Let's clean it. Da 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 da. This is this kind of enthusiasm, and this is good. And Mars in the trine with Sun and Mercury means I'm doing it right now, and I'm doing the heavy lifting, and I'm doing it with a smile on my face. And the other meaning of this is that this moon in the sign of Sagittarius will teach me some valuable lessons, because I will try to find some knowledge and skills I didn't have before, and I will research and I will look and I will find and I will gain those skills and those knowledges and everything, and this I will use to market my skills, or to market my company, or to present myself, or to sell myself, my ideas, my services, products, and so on. And at the same time, this Mars in Aquarius, I will use it to create the mass market for my products and to reach as many and as much people as I can. So from this for this reason, this is the good aspect. And what else can I tell you? As Moon starts to move on throughout this year, throughout this week, Moon will, I think, at Thursday create a square with the Neptune, and opposition, and Sun will create um, appearing square with the Neptune, and this could mean some sort of the poisoning, and this could mean some sort of the occult cult. And if you have something of your personal planets in the middle of the sign of Virgo, then you are in very great danger of some sort of the chemical poisoning. Someone will try to fraud, to cross you, to steal something from you through some sort of the foggy talk and fairy tales and so on. So be aware. And I forgot to tell you, when I do each sign solo, you can refer to your rising sign, the position of your moon, or the position of your sun, and then see what suits you the best. But if you want to have in-depth analysis, then you should check description box below, and you can we can have a reading regarding your chart, and if I'm not resonating with you, this whole YouTube channel is filled with great astrologers, so check them and check their services. I told you. Okay, let's do the signs. Gemini. Gemini, finally a breath, a fresh breath for you after so many months of problems with money and investments and betrayal and so on. Now you are strong, and now you can do something in the group of people, bunch of people. At the same time, you are still having some minor problems regarding your incomes and investments. But some money is appearing, and this money is related to your career, but this money is, how can I put it, in some sort of the hidden form, or you are doing something unusual, or you are doing something regarding arts, or you are doing something which you haven't done before, and now you are even ashamed to admit what are you doing to your friends, because your friends are not used to watching you in acting in a movie, but you're doing this anyway, and be happy for it and be blessed. It doesn't matter. And at the same time, something very good is happening in your working environment, and now you can be very content with your children and very proud of your children. Cancers. I know, money. You don't want to think about the money, but you need the money for the food and the bills and everything else and so on. You feel beautiful, you look beautiful, you everybody is looking at you, but you're lonely. Yes, you are lonely. Yes, that man over there or that woman over there, they're all right and proper, but something is off, and this love looks like loneliness. What can I tell you? But on the other side, someone is working behind your back and watch your words right now. And I have to tell you, this Mars entered into the 8th house of yours, and this could mean that you could have some fights with your friends, and someone from the circle of your friends could betray you, could mess something with your committed partner. Check your friends. Don't be friends with everybody. Everybody is not your friend. And at the same time, someone could offer you a deal regarding some investments. This could be something good, but you should be very careful and read everything. I know you hate to read, but